I was protest on the road. And then I saw two people of Bahraini embassy. One of them holding piece of food came to me and he beat me in my hand. And also tried to throw me from the rooftop. They beat me hard. They took my t-shirt and put it in a water of the rain. They put it in my face. I was thinking I'm gonna be killed here. I feel when I go back to Bahrain, they will kill me because they tried to kill me in Bahraini embassy. When I return back to Bahrain, they will kill me. I'm Musa Mohammed, a Bahraini activist and photojournalist, live in exile in UK. On the 26th of July 2019, we went to Bahraini embassy to protest on the roof of Bahraini embassy to stop execution of Ali Al-Arab and Ahmed Al-Malali in Bahrain.
There are extensive laws against protesting in Bahrain. Any gathering of more than 5 people is illegal without permission. That was used to sentence a lot of protesters in 2011. But then they can throw into the mix a new law, which is that to criticize the king, you can face a sentence of up to 7 years. There was an incident in 2017 when the regime applied the death sentence to 3 protesters. The executions were carried out by sniper in secret in the middle of the night, and this sent shockwaves within the country. So in 2019, there was a sense that there were only a few hours left when these 2 young men in their mid-20s would be executed.
When I went there, I was having my banner, and I think the Prime Minister of UK, he can do something. Boris Johnson, he is a friend of the King Hamad. He can call him immediately to stop that.
King Hamad to stop killing in Bahrain.
I was protest on the roof. And then I saw a lot of police officers comes down. And then I saw 2 people of Bahraini embassy. One of them holding piece of food came to me and he beat me in my hand. And also tried to throw me from the rooftop. They beat me hard. They took my t-shirt and put it in a water of the rain. They put it in my face. I was thinking I'm gonna be killed here. I was shouting to the police and the police officers as well. They shouting to them, leave them away, go inside the embassy or we will break the door. And then the police officer, they take action to save my life and they break the door.
It's the police! It's the police!
They beat me harder and one of them said, you are in Bahraini soil. No one is going to be safe you here. When they beat me, they said that we will kill you here. I feel I'm going to be second Khashoggi in UK. Even in UK, not in Istanbul.
Stay there! Stay there!
This is Bahraini soil.
Stay there! Stay there! There we are.
They arrested me and I told them they torture me here. They torture me on Bahraini embassy, on the roof of Bahraini embassy. I saw they don't arrested them. They arrested only me. They leave torturer, but me as a human rights activist to stop execution in Bahrain, they arrested me.
Listen to me, the time is 23:30, so okay, you are under arrest for trespassing on diplomatic premises. The Criminal Law Act 1977, okay? You do not say to me, harm, defense, if you do not quench.
What I see it hard in my life to feel far away from your home, far away from your country, far away from your family. I born in Bahrain in an island called Sitra. I live nearby the sea. As a kid, 14 years or 10 years, We went to the sea fishing. It was a really nice village and nice place to live in. One day, I heard that my teacher was arrested in the middle of night. I was so shocked and have a lot of questions why they arrested him and who is arrested him, because he called for freedom to the parliament in Bahrain.
Bahrain has a long civic history of struggling for democracy. It witnessed one of the largest scale uprisings in 2011 as part of the so-called Arab Spring. Bahrain is an absolute monarchy. It's been ruled by the Al Khalifa family for the last 250 years. So when the new king arrived, he promised a new parliament. But unfortunately, it was a toothless parliament. It had no power over decision-making in the country. This is the reason why people rose up in 2011, was that actually we want an actual representative parliament. Following on from that, we saw the Saudi army invade and help prop up the ruling family.
I was 14 years old. We made a protest inside the school. And then the police officers came, and then they start using tear gas and rubber bullets. We ran away because we were kids. After that, in the middle of night, they came to my home. About 20 police officers, they knock the door and they break the door, comes inside the house. They ask my father, where is Musa? When I arrested, they beat me, they tortured me, they charged me to change the regime in Bahrain. When they released me, after 3 days, they break the doors and they came to arrested me. I was arrested about 7 times. Similar charges, but some of them, it's missing, there's no charge. Longest time I was in prison, it was 2 years, and it was so hard. They start to sexual with me just because they don't want me to continue my activities. And they said, if you continue, we will go to your wife and to your family as well. When they chasing me and they arrested me, I was thinking to come to here in UK. I saw a lot of Bahraini activists here. When I came to here, I start active as well, and I follow who is following me and tortured me in Bahrain.
Down, Hamad! Down, Hamad!
King himself invited UAE troops and Saudi Arabia as well to come to kill the people in Bahrain.
Neighbouring allies, Saudi Arabia and the UAE in particular, offer critical financial aid to the ruling family. Musa does very well is his persistence and determination in tracking down the movements of these officials in Western capital cities to try and bring the accountability that they do not have back home.
This is the one of the killer of Jamal Khashoggi, Ahmed Al-Asiri. He is a killer and he tortured Jamal Khashoggi.
Jamal Khashoggi, a very well-known dissident journalist, was killed and dismembered in the Saudi embassy in Istanbul in 2018.
When I saw him, I shout to my friend, Ahmed Al-Asiri here, he's coming. And Sam Wilton, he put his hand as a citizen arrest.
Sir, I'm placing you under citizen's arrest.
Don't touch.
I'm placing, you're assaulting me, you're interrupting a citizen's arrest.
And they throw eggs on him.
I'm placing you under citizen's arrest for war crimes in the Yemen.
As you see here, he feel so bad, and as you see his middle finger, they don't have a control here. We have our freedom. We have space to say something on them, and they're scared. What I work on and my colleagues work on to change the regime. In Bahrain, they made many cases against the Bahraini activists, but if you believe in something, you have to do it. Every day, when we wake up, we feel we have to go back to Bahrain, and we work hard to do something to our country. Bahrain is our country, not Al Khalifa country, and Sitra and Al Akr, our village, and we will be back there soon or later. What I learned from the life, if you continue and show you are stronger, the torturer himself, he is afraid.